Welcome to Thoughts on the Market. I'm Michael Zezas, Morgan Stanley's Global Head of Fixed Income and Thematic Research. Along with my colleagues bringing you a variety of perspectives, today I'll be talking about the impact of newly announced tariffs by the United States. It's Wednesday, May 15th at 10:30 a.m. in New York. Yesterday, the Biden administration announced new tariffs on the import of certain goods from China. These include semiconductors, batteries, solar cells, and critical minerals, among other products. For investors, this might remind them of the tariff escalation in 2018 and 2019 that led to global economic concerns. But we caution investors not to arrive at similar conclusions from this latest action. Consider that the scope of this action is far more muted than the tariff actions from a few years ago. New tariffs will affect a projected $18 billion of imports, or only about 0.5% of all China's exports. And as our chief Asia economist, Chetan Iyer, has explained in his recent work, the sectors in scope for this round are areas where China has substantial spare capacity. Said differently, the tariffs are narrowly scoped and appear to be targeted at areas where the U.S. perceives specific risk of imbalanced trade and market conditions. That contrasts with tariffs on roughly $360 billion of imports from China in the 2018 and 2019 period, a much broader approach that was in part aimed at forcing broad trade concessions from China, but carried greater economic consequences by crimping corporates' capital spending globally as they reevaluated their production strategies. There is some signal for investors here, though. While the scope of the Biden administration's efforts here are more narrow, it does signal something we've known for a few years now. There's continuity across presidential administrations and across political parties in the U.S. on the topic of the economic relationship with China. While each party has different tactics, there's clear overlap in their goals, in particular on the idea that the U.S. must continue taking steps to protect critical and emerging technologies in order to preserve its economic and national security. This suggests that the laws of gravity won't apply to U.S. tariffs anytime soon, regardless of the U.S. election outcome. So, the rewiring of the global economy in the emerging multipolar world will continue, and investors can still focus on some key regional beneficiaries of this secular trend, namely Mexico, India, and Japan. Thanks for listening. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a review wherever you listen, and share Thoughts on the Market with a friend or colleague today.
The preceding content is informational only and based on information available when created. It is not an offer or solicitation, nor is it tax or legal advice. It does not consider your financial circumstances and objectives and may not be suitable for you.